What's going on, guys? B.Million here from B.millionreflections Luxury Automotive Detailing, coming back with another video. I'm on site today at a customer's house, and so that's why I'm kind of trying to keep it a little quiet here. But this is a car I see about once every 3 months. Every time I come, I always do my what I call my executive package, which in essence consists of course, a wash, a clay, a sealant or wax protection of sorts, something that will be able to maintain the 3 months that until I see it next. And I include a light interior cleaning as well as a leather conditioning, because on this Lexus there's leather seats, so I include that as well. And so I do that once every 3 months. And today, right now, I'm actually working on the wheel and the tire. As you can see, it's pretty dirty. It's not the worst situation. The customer doesn't drive a whole lot, but enough to be able to cake on some dirt and grime as the weeks go on. And so I'm going to show you today kind of how I go about doing my maintenance cleaning on a wheel such as this. It's a standard clear coated wheel, some type of steel, metal, aluminum, whatever it is, but it's clear coated, so that's a good thing. And I kind of want to show you the tools that I use. So, you know, of course, when it comes to scrubbing the tire down, the first thing you're going to need is a degreaser of sorts. You've seen me talk about this degreaser before. Nothing special about it. Gets the job done. It's not staining. It's strong enough to tackle any grime, yet it's soft enough, or not soft enough. It is gentle enough not to do any damage. So I use my Formula 88. I have a standard nylon bristle tire cleaning brush. And then something I've never shown you before, I actually picked up one of these wheel gerbils from a local chemical guy supplier, detailer garage supply. It's pretty cool, man. It's actually a pretty good tool. So my problem with brushes such as this is whatever, you know, whether it be some type of wool or it's some type of, I don't know, synthetic composite, whatever it is, normally I've had issues where they fly right off or they tear right through. But this one I've used on probably about 5 cars so far, and I haven't had any issues yet, so that's cool. I really like that. After that, I just have a standard flag tip, probably some type of nylon composite, but you know, it's a flag tip brush, which I use for the actual face of the wheel. And then I'll use this brush right here, standard brush for boar's hair brush for you know, the lugs and whatnot, and maybe some of the more inconspicuous areas. But I want to kind of show you how I go about doing it. So first off, well, of course, the most important ingredient is the water. Rinse off some of the dirt. I don't overthink the moment when it comes to that. Got some water coming out here. Oh no! We got ourselves a leaker. There you go. Got that fixed. Okay, so guys, you know, the first thing, of course, I do after rinsing it down is I will saturate the area with degreaser. You know, degreaser is so cheap that there's really no need to overthink it. I mean, do you want to be wasteful? No, I mean, as a business owner, you don't want to be wasteful. But in a situation like this, more cleaner is better. It's not like it's not like this is some type of, you know, iron fallout remover or whatever, where you have to be very conscientious because of the price. You know, it's $5 a gallon. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my wheel gerbil. This is a wool blend, and I'm going to take it. I'm going to spray it with some degreaser, and I'm going to get inside these barrels. And I tell you what, it's actually very effective. I know chemical guys gets a lot of rap for their, sorry, just knocked that over. They get a lot of bad rap for all their marketing, but you know, they market the way they do so they can make sales. You know, their marketing gets them the initial sale. Something like this, the product is what gives continuous sales. So, whether that makes any sense or not, I don't know. It's up to you. It makes sense in my mind, at least. But this wheel gerbil is getting the job done. It's not gripping anything. It's getting in between the caliper and the actual wheel itself, which that to me is a big thing because a lot of these brushes get in the way and they get blocked by the rotors, and I'm not able to be effective. So next thing I do is I take my flag tip brush, put a little cleaner on there, kind of get the centers out a little, and then I'll start to get inside these spokes. Now what I like about this brush is it's not the softest brush in the world, but it is gentle enough for wheels, meaning that the bristles will bend, but they're going to keep some type of form, so they will go around different surfaces without actually losing the quality and losing the shape. So I'm able to get in crevices and corners pretty effectively, easily. Got that. Let's do one more spray for the lugs. A little bit of product on the lugs. I know I'm not giving the most in-depth review, I'm just kind of showing how I go about doing something like this. Now you may not have all of these tools. I do recommend you getting at least a hold of this flag tip brush and maybe this lug nut brush or this boar's hair brush. Not everyone's going to have deep barrels like this, so you know there's tons of other brushes out there that will get the job done, but you know I like to have all the tools necessary for the job, and being, you know, I like to have all the tools that can work, so I go ahead and I went ahead and got me a wheel gerbil. So go ahead and spray down my brush, and you see all of that brown. I hope you can see that at least. That's a lot of brown. Now, the ground, all this grease and grime is going all down to the floor. So you know that these tires had some dirt on them. Okay, now let's rinse her off and see how we look. So now let's take a look at it. Man, all this water and grime is just coming down. It's crazy to look at. So I mean, I'm taking a look at it. I don't see any dirt. I don't see any areas that there's one area I want to hit just one more time right here. Might as well just go in these all again. But you know, it's not rocket science, guys. A lot of people say, well, what's the best way to clean wheels? I mean, I'll tell you this, and I'm going to say this appropriately. You are only as good as your tools. So, you know, of course, anybody can take some degreaser and throw it at the face of a wheel and a tire and get that clean. And that's good, you know, at the very least, you're getting the face of the wheel clean and all that. But when it comes to getting really in between the spokes effectively and getting in the barrels, you know, you're only as good as your tools. Or even inside these wheel wells, you know, these fender wells, you're only as good as your tools. And so I didn't get in there because that's not what I do. I don't need to on a car like this, because the soundproofing and whatnot. For me, I found that just spraying some degreaser on it and using a hose is effective enough, and it cleans it. But you know, you're only as good as your tools. So you know, once again, guys, the tools I use, of course, you have to have a cleaner of sorts. You have to have some type of water of sorts. I got a boar's hair lug brush that I use for the emblems and the lugs. But this wheel gerbil right here, this to me is the winner of the equation. This is the winner of the scenario. Are there other brushes out there that are good? Yes. The Easy Detail brush is good. The Speedmaster is good. But what I like about this is that when I'm pulling it in and out of the spokes, it's not flinging soap in my face or flinging degreaser or grime in my face. So to me, that's what makes it the win of the situation. This is the winner of the moment. So I hope you guys liked that. I hope that was effective for you guys, or I hope that was I hope that you got some good information out of this quick little video here. But please like, share, subscribe for more great content. Thank you to all my subscribers for all your love and support. Got more videos coming up. We're not stopping over here, guys. So once again, my name is B.Million from Million Reflections Luxury Automotive Detailing out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And you guys have yourselves a wonderful day and take care.